So I'm gonna make a video about just kind of like the basics, um, some basic things you can do to start increasing your chances of extending your lifespan and health span. Um, yeah, I thought this would be really great since I kept like repeating things to people. I Twitch live stream. I kept repeating like the same thing over and over to new people. So I figured like let's just make a YouTube video, and I'll just refer people to the YouTube video so they can so that save a lot of time. And so some quick basics that you can start doing that are pretty easy and really it doesn't require like a massive amount of money, right? So the first thing that's most important is talk to your primary care physician about taking geroprotectors, about IVing mesenchymal stem cells. But you'll have to be a medical tourist unless you live, in the place that provides the stem cells. One of the best places I've found so far in my research is the Stem Cell Institute in Panama. So make sure you talk to your primary care physician, get their advice before doing those things, because I'm not I'm personally not a doctor, right? And and so and then they'll be able to look into it further um, and yeah, be able to give you really good advice. One of the best germ protectors I've found so far is EGCG. It's a green tea extract. You can find it at any supplement store. It's very inexpensive. The stem cells are expensive. They cost anywhere between like 20,000 to like maybe even like $80,000. But they're really impressive, and so make sure you talk to your doctor about that. And then I made a bunch of compilation videos of various scientists and wealthy individuals who are building these age reversal therapies and various lifespan extension technologies. And so definitely start watching those. And okay, so yeah, go on like social media platforms and start, adding all the different, start getting involved inside the different communities, right? If you can look up pages like lifespan.io, or type in like age reversal, you'll find, or anti-aging, right? Type those in like the search bar in the social media platforms, and you'll start finding the different pages of people discussing the research, and really take like 30 minutes just kind of like adding all of those, right? You really want to support all of these as much as possible. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, find other YouTube channels that are also talking about transhumanism and age reversal, etc., and just uh, support all of them as much as possible, right? Okay, what else I got? Another big thing. It's okay. Hold on. What else is there? Blah, 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 blah. Another really good one is talk to your primary care physician about. There's a bunch of things. You really want to get involved in the community and start studying this research as much as possible, because there are therapies and technologies emerging that you can use right now that aren't very expensive, like the ones I discussed. Another quick one I'll throw out there is there's a bunch of aging clocks coming out to keep track of your biological aging, right? Like Young.ai, for example. So talk to your primary care physician about that, because that's really useful. Aging clocks are useful for so many different reasons. One big reason I imagine is that you can. It's a great way to keep track of. It's a great way to keep track of your if some sort of supplement you're taking or some sort of drug you're taking, or maybe you're going through chemo. You provide them with your data, and then then they'll be able to keep track of you'll be able to keep track yourself of if it's working or not, because if it's working, then your biological age should decrease, right? um yeah, for the most part. I mean, I can get more detailed about that, but whatever. So yes, so start looking for these therapies and technologies that already exist, right? um and then just I think I already talked about a little bit about some advice in previous videos, but definitely start studying STEM, right? Start studying. Go back to school. Likely, it's likely a good idea to go back to school. But also, spend learn it on your own time too. These different search engines are really impressive at helping us learn. And so, but going back to school is likely a good idea to study science and engineering, right? Technology and mathematics, uh, because understanding the process of how these things work, and being able to will help you be able to read literature and understand, thus understanding which therapies are more likely to work versus other ones, especially since there's a lot of scams out there. And then being able to be a part of the research too is really important. There's so many other reasons why it's important to study, to be scientifically literate, and to actually be involved in the literature too, with like writing literature. And so definitely start taking steps to becoming scientifically literate, right? Because that's truly what is defeating death. Okay. And then focus a lot of time on making a lot of money. I don't know if you noticed lately, but like abundance is definitely occurring, right? Like everyone's becoming rich, and there's definitely still a lot of unwealthy people, but there are some there are some trends indicating a large amount of wealth occurring, and I mean it is kind of obvious when we just kind of okay, whatever. Okay, definitely focus on making a lot of money, right? Because these therapies are going to cost a pretty good chunk of change for the next like decade or so. They should become a lot less expensive um, in like maybe like 15 years from now. But yeah, okay. So definitely focus on making a lot of money. And start building like a bunch of different projects, right? Like start learning about cryptocurrency, start vlogging, start multiple different entrepreneurial projects, right? Start building a business, incorporate, um, etc. Right? And make the freaking bags, dude. Really good mindset of making millions of dollars so that you can be obtaining these therapies, and so that you can also be developing uh, methods to help other people obtain these therapies. Okay. Definitely subscribe and follow all of my work. I'm building some really impressive lifespan extension research over here, and now I'm just at a point to where I just need funding, and so I've personally been developing various entrepreneurial projects, and yeah, definitely keep an eye out. I'll be able to buy the materials for many of the experiments in about like relatively soon now, within the next like month. I might even start purchasing them. Like, I'll probably start purchasing some materials within like either today or tomorrow, really, and then but like the rest of the materials, but won't come though for like another like month. But that's when things will start getting like really exciting. Like when my vlogs will start getting really exciting. Um, I mean, things are still exciting, right? All right. That's I think that's all I wrote down. Definitely check my description for important information on on these things. Yeah. Okay. That's all. All right.